Welcome to another episode of Jenny's Chateau Farm. This week I've again been marvelling at the wonderful sunshine that we have in this particular region. Yes, even though it is still January and many days are grey and rainy, we do still have a surprising amount of sunshine. I've said it before and I'll say it again. But this region really does have its own microclimate that gives us more sunshine hours than surrounding parts of France. This is one significant reason, for example, why the cognac grapes grow so very well in this region. But it may also explain why we already have bulbs pushing up and even roses in bloom. In fact, I discovered this week that there is a specific word for it, apricity, which means the warmth of the sun in winter and comes from the same Latin root as appreciate. I, for one, have certainly been greatly appreciating the apricity this week. This week has also been a time of Epiphany. Not only the celebration to commemorate the visit of the 3 wise men after the birth of Jesus, but also here in the house. I had something of an epiphany myself. Plus, of course, work has continued in the attic, as I am now reaching the final stages of our attic renovations. I have just made a majorly significant discovery that I am very pleased with. It's regarding this table, which we love, and it came with the house, and it's huge and it weighs a ton, and we can seat about 10 people comfortably, 12 at a squeeze. But we had been wanting to fit even more people in here, 12, 14, 16, ideally would be great. And but tables of that size, in that sort of quality, are not that easy to find or are very expensive. However, when I've been working in the attic, I came across an extension to a table, but I had no idea what it went to. It looked like an extension to a table, but this table is one solid piece. So there isn't any way for it to extend, and I couldn't find any legs or a table to go with the extension pieces, and it wasn't making any sense, but I just couldn't figure it out. And then, and I only had one piece of extension, and usually they come with more than one, and I just didn't know. It all came with the house and they were all in different rooms. But just now I've come across a second identical extension piece, and I still haven't found any legs or any other table. So I came to have a closer look at this table, and what did I find? I don't know if you can see very well, but the top is one solid piece, the legs are all solid, there aren't any splits. However, when I looked more closely, I discovered this little handle to really get down on the floor to see it. And when I tugged on it, it moves a little bit. It's very stiff, but you can see this side's the same, and I've managed to pull it out as far as my finger. And when I look underneath, this piece of wood I'm tugging on runs the entire length of the table on both sides. So I measured the dimensions of this table, the width and the height of the tabletop, and of course it exactly matches our two identical table extensions. So this is it. We have 2 extra meters of extension for this table, which is excellent, very exciting good news, because for the retreats that we want to have in this house, it's really important that everybody, including the staff and the chef, is able to sit down at the same table and have a meal together. And that was going to be very cramped with this table as it is. But now, if we can figure out how to loosen up these very tight pieces of wood here so that we can pull them in and out, we will be able to use the extensions, and we don't need to spend thousands of euros on buying and finding and sourcing and delivering another huge dining table. Yay! This is proving really difficult to get this last one out. Whew. That came with the house, and we, until today, I honestly had no idea that these were made to fit like this. Right, now I just have to go out to one of the outbuildings and find the other one of these for the other side. Whew, happy days. Amazing. I can't believe all this time we've had this here. But this means we can easily fit 2, 4, 6, 18 people, 18 to 20 people around this table. It's absolutely brilliant. next job in the attic, don't need that just now, is to start preparing the floor to be painted. The method to fill this in, I'm going to mix up some wood paste made from sawdust, which has been kindly given to me by my neighbour who has a wood workshop. So he's given me a massive bag full of sawdust. And then I actually started this job already next door, I'll show you. And I first used this universal glue, which is the kind of PVA type glue. It's very liquid, and it was much too liquid, to be honest, because it kind of just made this OSB board very wet, and it took ages. It's taken maybe a week or days certainly to harden, to really get hard, because it's quite deep. It must be at least a couple of centimeters or an inch deep. I'm going to try this time wood glue, and this is said to be extra strong and reasonably fast drying, so I need to mix up maybe not such a large amount, because I don't want it to go hard before I've really pushed it in the crack. That's my job for today, or one of my jobs, but I want to get this done sooner rather than later. There's still lots of touching up to do, but I want to get this done so it can be drying while I finish up the other jobs, and so then the floor will be ready to paint. Make sure I get it right down deep into these cracks, because what I'm thinking is, for example, if we wanted to have, say, a disco up here, it would make quite a nice dance floor. So I want people to be able to dance in their stilettos up here without getting them stuck in the cracks in the floor. The next job on my to-do list today is to sand and paint, to put a primer on this door frame. So this is the door frame that Jason has put up, ready to fit these old doors that I talked about in a previous episode. So these were the original front doors of the house, and we've retrieved them from one of the outbuildings, and we're going to put them on here to be the doors to the music studio, the control room and the live room, and which is also my yoga space. So I think they're going to look fantastic. I'm really excited because they're going to make this modern space old again, and we're reusing original parts of the building. But they've been a little bit tricky to fit, but I think Jason has figured it out now. And they're going to have these beautiful hinges on here, 3 on each side, and then they'll be hung there. So, yeah, while the floor is drying, the cracks in the floor, I can get on with this job. So now I'm ready to paint. I'm using Little Green's Intelligent All-Surface Primer, and this is pre-mixed with a little bit of pigment. So it's not the final colour, it's not the same yellow, but it's some yellow. So it makes it easier to apply the top coat. But it's a primer, it means that I can paint on the wood and the wood stains won't come through to the final top coat. So it's an excellent sealant for wood, for radiators. You can use it on just about anything, all surface primer. So once I've dusted it off and taped up the door a little bit, then I can get the undercoat on. Today I am finally ready to start painting the floor of this room. But before I do that, I need to remove everything as much as possible. I can't move that big desk because it is fitted now. But I can remove these, and then I need to hoover up and get this floor as clean and dust-free as humanly possible. So that's my task. Finally, on Friday, I just managed to make it to the Epiphany celebrations at our village Salles de Fêtes, organised by our mayor, Jean-Guy Chauvet. And guess what? I received a charm in my slice of Gallete de Rois, or King's Cake. And yes, it was Knuckles from Sonic the Hedgehog, of course.